Hey guys, what is happening? Welcome to It's Now Gwendolyn, and I am now Gwendolyn. This is my first video transitioned. This is my first video in a while. I've deleted all my old ones. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling kind of bored, and I thought I can definitely make some content and cure my boredom, and maybe educate, help, share some knowledge, on just general things. So today we're actually going to be talking about things that I did as a baby trans person. Very baby trans person. As a baby trans person, to basically gender affirm, almost. Yeah, basically to gender affirm. I do really want to premise that this is in fact not a guide, it's not a how-to, it's not a top 10 tips, because gals, I'm not anybody to like profit on. I'm not anybody to take advice from. I just want to share what I did, purely just a way to put it out there in case anybody's feeling that, oh, I don't know how to start, or oh, I feel like I did this wrong. Someone else has done it wrong too. So I'm just going to jump straight into the video, but I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if not, that's fine. Feel free to click off. You don't need to watch it. So let's begin. Right, okay. First thing we're starting with, clothes. Naturally, guys and gals, as an MTF, dress slightly differently. That's just how it works. Guys in joggies and suits, and gals in anything, basically. They've got a lot less restrictions. For me, I did what every single trans person on this planet did that's MTF. And I bought the mini skirt, and I bought the skater skirt, and I had the thigh highs, and it was great. When I was in private, when it was just me, when I was looking in the mirror going, yeah, fucking you rock that, that's when it was great. When it wasn't great was when I thought about going outside, when I thought about, you know, existing in that kind of clothing. So although yes, figuring out that being trans and I wanted to experiment, and that helped me, is it something I'm going to wear outside? No, I don't have that confidence. Absolutely not. So I did kind of have to adapt my wardrobe. I mainly wear crop tops. That's what we're getting at. It's exclusively crop tops. This one's really see-through, but fuck it. It's exclusively crop tops, crop zippers, stuff that I can show off my little abs. And it makes me feel good. It makes me feel more feminine. It makes me look good. I feel like I look fucking great. So that's always a bonus. So what my first thing was just find clothes that I like, that I feel comfortable in. Does that mean that I threw out all of my guy clothes? No. Did throw out most of them, but I've kept quite a lot of them because boy mode and comfy in bed, and when I'm just walking to the shops, and I don't want to actually waste any of my nice t-shirts, any of my feminine t-shirts. So that would be my first thing, is that my wardrobe changed a lot. Like, I bought a lot of new clothes, I started experimenting with how I was dressing. I own a lot more jeans, which is fucking expensive and crazy, but besides the point. But yeah, so that's the first thing, my clothing, my wardrobe. That's what changed mainly. Okay, nails now. My nails are so chipped and scratched and battered and bruised. I'm a bartender, so ignore that. That's bound to happen. I do have, like, I mainly use stick-on nails because they just break. And because I'm opening bottles and dealing with all this nonsense, I tend not to. But my nails, that was, I think, not the first thing I did, but I think it was the second thing I did. It was the first thing I did publicly. It was the first thing that I was like, oh, I can get away with this in public. So I started painting my nails. Everybody noticed, everybody commented on it, nobody loved it. Started doing the stick-ons, that made me feel a lot better. Nobody loved it, but that's when I kind of started to realise that not everybody's going to love everything that I do, or anything that I do. But that was the point where I was like, I can push a little more than what I'm comfortable with, because regardless of how small it is, people are going to care. And that's something that sounds very scary. It's not. People notice the abnormal, and sadly trans people aren't normal. in society. Very normal, biologically very normal, you can look at all the research, but societally, we're an anomaly. We're weird. We're stupid. We don't know what we're doing. So people looked at, they commented on, why are you doing that? Are you gay? Are you this? Are you that? And I'm like, shut up. But yeah, my nails was the next thing that I did that was really trying to push it, especially publicly. There's other things that I did do privately to make me feel more feminine, such as the next thing, which is voice training. Now, you can probably tell based on the very masculine sound in my super voice that I haven't done much voice training, and there's a very good reason for that, and I've got a concrete, great reason for that. It's fucking hard. It's so hard for absolutely no reason. I did it for, I want to say, about 4 weeks, and I was making progress. Heat from fire, fire from heat, fucking the raindrops in the sky from a prism, and it makes a rainbow. I don't like. It's hard, okay? It's hard, and it makes you feel stupid, and you feel like a right twat sat on your bed, just going, when the raindrops in the sky hit off the sunlight. Like it takes a lot of effort, guys. It takes so much effort. Heat from fire, fire from heat. It takes so much effort, and you feel so stupid. And I've got self-confidence issues, so I didn't do that at all. So I've kind of stopped that. I really do need to start it again. But no, I haven't actually voice trained, which is something most trans people should do. Don't need to, but it's something I want to do. But voice training is so fucking hard, guys. It's so difficult. And props to anybody who's actually went through it and came out the other end with a nice sounding voice that they love. I'm not there yet, and I'm not going to be there for ages, because am I fuck paying for a private person to teach me how to use my voice? Smart as it would be, not happening. Not happening at all. Okay, right. This one is different. I wanted to do this one kind of last, but I want to talk about it now. Unclockable. So there's a website called Unclockable. They sell things for trans people, mainly MTF, to make you look, feel, sound, act, present more feminine. I bought from them on the recommendation of one of my friends, who was like, you should try and, like, you could do more to make yourself feel better. And I would say, I will take that advice. So I did. And I bought from them, and they've got a variety of things, such as the fake bobs. These aren't real. I wish they were. They're not. I got this little estrogen necklace, which I love. It's rose gold. It's quite a good quality. I got little hip pads. So I've got boy hips. They don't. So if I want to wear slightly tighter fitting things, such as leggings, I look stupid. Let's be real, I look stupid. But with the little hip pads and the way it tucks everything in, it looks a lot more presentable. If I've got a photo, I also bought ducking tape. Ducking tape is something that I'll probably make a video on separately, because it is a whole topic. But it means if I want to wear leggings or something tight fitting, or I just don't want something to be swinging, gone. That's that topic done. Next, okay. Skincare. Now, I have a good few things for my skincare. I've got more off camera. Before I kind of wanted to transition, before I kind of knew what the jig was, the only thing I had was this, and it is a spot cream. That is it. Keisha Gal gets some spots. And that's all I had, nothing else. Didn't care, didn't want to, didn't need it. Man, like, ugh. That changed very quickly with the makeup, with the wanting to present better, with the wanting to look better and feel better. It kind of came with the territory. I stopped using things like 3-in-1 shampoo. Fuck that goes away. No, we use dedicated shampoos, we use dedicated conditioners, we use dedicated body wash and moisturiser. Get it all separate. That is a tip. Do not use your 3-in-1 shit. It's terrible and not good for you. It doesn't work nearly as good as what you want it to. That's the bottom line. That's where we're at. That's what it is. But that's one thing that I kind of noticed, where I was generally like, oh, I want to take care of myself. I want to feel good. I want to look good. So I did. I started. I've got all my products. I've got dry shampoo for when I don't want to use them. I've got moisturiser. I've got a hydrating mist. I've got more feminine body sprays. Smell great. Love it. I smell much better than Lynx Africa. Oh, I just ingested all of that. Oh, I don't have a drink near me, do I? No, I don't. But yeah, buying products that would assist in my skincare and my bodily care was definitely of priority to me, to make me feel more affirmed. Makeup. Makeup. Yes. Okay, makeup for me was one that I started very lightly, as I think most people should, to be honest. Because it is fucking, 1, expensive, 2, hard, 3, hard. I started with my lips and my eyes, which my eyes, I was told, is one of the hardest bits, but it was also one of the most subtle bits. It's very subtle. If I come a little bit closer to you, it's the part you can probably see the least. I don't think there's symmetrical just now. It's the part you can probably see the least, but they're there. It's still noticeable. It still makes you feel the way you want to feel. And that was the bottom line for me, is I wanted to feel like I was making the steps. Doesn't matter how big the steps are, I wanted to feel like I was taking those steps. So my lips, I love this lip shade, by the way. Oh, Primark, don't think they do it anymore. But my eyes, my lips. I then did move on to, obviously, bigger and better things. I've now got foundations and contours and highlights and redness for my eyes. I've got it all. And one, I feel fucking great, by the way. Don't even try and tell me I'm not beautiful. I'm fucking owning this shit. Fucking. Let's pull that up. But no, yeah. So makeup for me, it took me a while to learn. It was like, I would do it on days I wasn't even gonna, I would just sit and do my makeup, and I would learn it, I would practice it. And I found a kind of pattern that I like, regardless of whether or not I'm going out, regardless of whether or not I'm just meeting my friends, whether I'm just chilling. I found a kind of structure that I like for my face, for my contour, for my lips, for my general like skin tone, because I actually, my foundation isn't as light as what I am, it's darker than what I am. So like if you compare like my wrists to my face, you can see that they're lighter. I'm not the same shade. But that's because I found what I liked, and that's what I wanted. It took me a while, it took me a lot of money, but makeup was something that makes me feel so much more feminine, and it is the thing that makes me feel the most comfortable, especially when I'm dressed like this. It makes me feel like I'm not posing, like I'm not faking it, like it's not some kind of joke. It makes me feel a lot more happy, a lot more comfortable in my own skin. And I know that's a kind of thing that like everyone will say, oh, you don't need makeup, and oh, you look beautiful without it, and you shouldn't need makeup to feel pretty. You shouldn't. And the bottom line, and I know this, and it's not cockiness, is that when I'm boy moding, I look handsome. I know I do. I'm a good looking person, and I'm aware of that. I'm not a 10 out of 10 person, but I'm not ugly, and I know that. But when I'm trying to look a certain way, I don't want to just look like a guy in girls' clothes. And although that is what I look like for now, hence the extra mods and the like, it's what it is. And this makes me feel slightly better. Makes me feel more happy. And that was probably the biggest step for me. Because even in a hoodie and jeans, I still look the way I want to look if I've got my makeup on. Whereas if I wear a hoodie, jeans, no makeup, I look like a guy in a hoodie and jeans. It's shit, but this helps a lot, and I'm very glad that I took that step and I had the confidence to just do it. I'm very thankful to be a person who doesn't particularly care about what other people think about them, regardless of how often people try and give me their opinion. Like, I give a shit, I don't. But I'm in that position and I don't need to worry what I don't worry about what people think about me, regardless of even whether or not I should. And it's an issue I've had throughout my whole life, but talking specifically on trans stuff, it's been a great help to me because I can walk out dressed like this. I can go out dressed how I want to be dressed, I can go out looking how I want to look. And I don't live in fear of some transphobic, homophobic dickhead telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing. And that's the bottom line. Okay, big thing, this. So naturally, as an AMAB, I have a beard. I grow facial hair. Don't like it. And what I realised, especially when I started first using makeup, was, well, first using foundation, stuff that goes over my kind of beard area, is that I would get a lot of razor rash from just using my actual razor blade. Because like, I don't love putting makeup over my facial hair, so I would always shave before I put on makeup. So that means that if I'm wearing makeup 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row, I'm shaving 4 days in a row, and I get a lot of razor burn and get a lot of razor rash. Not with this. Not with this. It doesn't give me as kind of a shave, but I can shave every single day, and I don't need to worry about that razor burn. And if I do, I just put on a little, I've got a little thing for reduced hair growth. Doesn't work, but I put that on afterwards and it kind of soothes it, and I don't get the burns the way that my razor did. So this was a big help to me, especially feeling not just more confident putting on my makeup, but making my skin actually healthier, or not as damaged, maybe not healthier, but not getting damaged as easy, was being able to do this and not worry about getting razor burn and not having my face be a mess just because I want to wear makeup. That was a big help to me. Right, so that is all the points that I really wanted to cover, to be honest. It's all the things that I did. Now, as you can tell, like, I'm not fully transitioned. I'm not where I want to be by any standard. That's not what case we're looking at. I mean, you can tell based on the fact that I've got, like, my hair is nowhere near as long as I'd want it to be. It's growing, but it's not as long as I'd want it to be. It's growing out. I've still got stuff that I need to do. I'm not on HRT. It's expensive. I want all this stuff. But point is, I'm making steps. I'm actively stepping across this kind of pond, and it doesn't matter how big the step is, I'm still crossing the water. And one day I'll get to the other side, but right now this is what I've done. Everything you've just heard, everything you just listened to, is the steps that I made to make my life feel better, be better, feel more me. And that's the most important thing for me. Although for some people it might be small, oh, you've just bought a new wardrobe and did makeup. Yeah, but it means so much more to me than just that. It means a lot more than just painting my face. So what can you take away from this video? Like I said, this isn't a tutorial, this isn't a how-to trans. It's fucking ridiculous. There's not one way to be trans, there's not 2 ways to be trans, there's not 5 or 10 or 100 ways to be trans. Every single person on this planet will have their own unique way of being trans. Whether you're AMA, whether you're AFAB, whether you're non-binary, you will transition in your own way. And for me, I had the luxury of actually having people around me not criticise me. Aside from the random fuckers on the street, I had the privilege of not having to worry too much, not caring too much, because I don't give a shit, but not caring too much. And I had the privilege of having the money at my disposal to buy all the little things that I needed. Not the money that I needed to start HRT, but the money that I needed to do what I wanted to do. And what you can take away from this is that there are small steps that you can take. Makeup, wardrobe, growing out your hair, voice training, all of it, your skincare, even just from what products you use in the goddamn shower. It all makes a difference. And it doesn't matter if it makes a physical difference, it doesn't matter if it makes people change the pronouns for you. All that really matters is that you're happy. And with all my shit that I've got lying on my desk, I'm happy. I feel pretty good, I'm good. I feel the best I've felt in a while. And there's very few people, things, or anything on this planet that will change that for a negative way. So in conclusion, just be you. Have fun and explore.